Hello, tonight we are going to be making chicken, fresh salsa, and Mexican corn. Modifying the recipe quite a lot. I got this recipe from Meal Lime, but it's quite spicy and has a lot of shallot in it, which has a strong onion flavor. And only one of us likes shallot, and only in moderation. And we both prefer things a little bit mild, so you're supposed to put hot sauce in the chicken marinade, but I used Taco Bell brand mild sauce, and a lot more than the recipe calls for because I like a lot of flavor. And I've got some raw honey, and it calls for olive oil. I used Tuscan herb infused olive oil from Water and Williams. And also there is garlic powder and cumin and salt and pepper. And I've been marinating this while I've been preparing vegetables and getting ready to cook. So it's been sitting in there for probably half an hour, soaking up those flavors. And now I've got my pan preheated. I like to use a pan with a lid on it when I cook chicken because I tend to dry the chicken out. And the lid helps keep that heat in while also keeping the moisture in so that it gets cooked through without getting too dry. So I got some super sweet corn. A little bit of water just so it doesn't stick while it's warming up. And now I will make the dressing. So I've got a whole bunch of cilantro. The recipe calls for half a bunch, but I'm going for less heat, more flavor. So putting the whole bunch in there. You just need to wash that really well and then dice it. Chop it up really small. And then I've got one lime. You want the zest and the juice. Goes right into that dressing. I do love lime. It's quite tart and a little bit bitter. But a little bit goes a long way, and it adds such a bright flavor to everything you put it into. I love it. It's one of my favorite flavorings to use in the kitchen. And I'll just squeeze that right over the grater so it doesn't drop any seeds in there. Now at this point, if you're following the recipe, you're also going to add 2 shallots diced very small. I used half of 1 shallot, and I'm not going to mix it in because my husband doesn't like shallots, so I'm going to leave it to the side and add it only to mine when I'm done. Sometimes I'll cook it just to take most of that onion flavor out of it. But I really want the shallot flavor in my salsa this time. So we're going to season that with a little bit of chili powder. Chili powder is not terribly hot, so don't be afraid to be generous with that if you like it, even if you're going mild. And I've got salt and black pepper. Now this dressing doesn't call for any oil, but this Tuscan herb infused olive oil just adds a really good flavor to salads and things, so I'm going to add a little bit to that. Now, after you've mixed this really thoroughly, you want to take half and put it into the bowl that you're going to use for your corn. That's about half. And then to what's left, you want to add, what I have here is grape tomatoes, which I like to use the Wild Wonders because it comes in all different colors, and the different colors of tomato actually taste different, so it gets a lot more flavor that way. And then the recipe calls for half of a orange bell pepper, but I used the whole thing since I'm going for less heat, more flavor. There you go. Salsa's done. I'll just mix that up. That chicken just smells really good. All those flavors in there. Corn is boiling on the bottom and still frozen on the top somehow. Stir that up. Now, this is the bowl I'm going to mix up the corn in, so I'll go ahead and add the other seasonings to it. Put this taco sauce away while I'm at it. I believe the traditional recipe for Mexican corn uses sour cream, but this recipe uses Greek yogurt, which in my opinion tastes a lot like sour cream. And then mayonnaise. Oh yeah? Cute. And then I've got 4 ounces of feta cheese, and it says to use about half of a 4-ounce container. I want to break this up a lot more. I don't want my pieces of feta cheese to be bigger than my pieces of corn. I want it to be a flavor and not a chunk. So I'm going to smash this up with my fingers. What's with the trend on the internet with everybody wearing black gloves while they cook? It's like they're afraid of their food. I don't get it. No black gloves for me. I'll just stick my fingers in the food. Let's see how this corn's doing now. That might be done. Yeah, that's good. My husband loves Mexican corn, so we'll see. See if he likes this compared to what he gets in a restaurant. Sure looks good. Check the thickest piece first. $1.65. All right. Put some of this corn on there. More corn on there. Now I'll put some of the salsa on here. And then on just mine, I'll add, why did I put it on the chicken? It doesn't go on the chicken. It'll be good on the chicken too. I'll add shallot to the salsa and the corn, because that's what the dressing was for, and that's where the shallots was supposed to go, in the dressing. So there you have a very mild version of Mexican food. Chicken, salsa, and Mexican corn. Enjoy. Thank you for watching.